guys, it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video we're going to be talking about another Japanese urban legends. I love these. They are so fascinating to me. I just feel like these urban legends are the creepiest of them all, and I'm always so excited to learn more about them. So I'm going to be getting into that in just a moment, but before I get started, I have something different to show you guys. So if you did not know, before I was a YouTuber, I actually went to college for graphic design. I graduated, I did a lot of jobs in that, and so I love making digital arts, different designs online, and I have an Etsy shop where I primarily post like handmade jewelry, but I started putting some wall art on there that I designed, and because it's digital art, I'm able to sell it for pretty cheap. So all of my wall art is $7.99 on Etsy. So I wanted to show you some examples of what I have created in case you're interested, if you want some new art in your home or in your bedroom or wherever. So this one comes with 2 wall art pieces. It says never dull your sparkle, and they're unicorns. It's kind of like a boho style. I also made one that says stay wild moonchild. You guys know I love moons. I love crescent moons. I made art for a baby's room. It says goodnight moon, and because I love Star Wars, I had to like make one that was inspired by that. So this one says may the forest be with you, and I'm actually printing this one out and framing it in my bedroom because this is the color scheme of my room and I love it. I have one that says you are my galaxy, and it's just like a basic black and white with a galaxy. I have another 2 pieces here. It says your touch is cosmic, and this one is inspired by the art piece The Creation of Adam, which I love. I also made one that says believe in yourself, and of course it's an alien, so it's kind of humorous. And in that sort of similar vibes, I don't know if you guys like The Killers. I really love that band, and I love the song Mr. Brightside. So I made this one that says I'm coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. I made a comet poster because I think that comets are just like so pretty. So it's the dictionary definition of a comet, and here's another set of 2. It says we are made of starlight. This one says you are made of pure magic, and it's like a hand that's like touching stars and sparkles and moons and stuff. And yeah, I've just been working really hard on these, and I hope you love them. And if you guys would like to check them out, I've put the link to my Etsy shop down below in the description. And even just going on there and favoriting my shop just helps a lot, even if you don't purchase anything. But yeah, I hope you like my art, and that's what I wanted to share today. So thank you guys so much for all your support. You guys are the best ever. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So the first Japanese urban legend is called Ohaguro Batari, and I know I'm not going to say these right, so please forgive me, but the translation for this name is nothing but blackened teeth. Late at night, a disturbing spirit dressed in beautiful wedding clothes can be seen loitering near temples and shrines. She basically calls single men over to her, and they're seldom able to resist her charms until, of course, they get too close to her. From behind, an Ohaguro Batari looks like a beautiful woman wearing a kimono. Sometimes she'll even appear as a man's wife because they'll only see the back of her head. So she's concealing her face away from her viewers until they get super close. When the man comes to get a better look, he's surprised when she turns to reveal her face, which is an ugly white featureless dome slathered in thick makeup containing nothing but a huge gaping mouth full of blackened teeth. And then as he's looking at her super shocked, she starts laughing at him, cackling in his face, sending the man running away in terror. They are essentially shape-shifting pranksters looking to have a laugh at the expense of an unwitting human. It has also been suggested that they are the ghosts of ugly women who were unable to marry. Now, eyewitness accounts are really hard to come by due to the embarrassment of the victims having fallen for this prank. So when this happens to men, they usually won't tell anyone because they feel silly for falling for the trick. But luckily, no deaths or injuries have been reported from this. It's literally just a prank that this spirit puts on people. I found a creepy story about a man that was working at a convenience store late at night, and as he was standing at the register, he began hearing this strange whimpering noise coming from somewhere in his store. He thought maybe it was a stray dog at first, but when he looked at his security cameras, he saw a woman woman hunched over in one of the aisles. Her shoulders were shaking just like she was crying, so of course he hurried over to try and find her. And before he got too close to her, he stood there, he asked her if she was alright, but she didn't answer him, she just kept whimpering. So eventually he slowly placed his hand on her shoulder, and she spun around to reveal a large smiling mouth with black teeth, and she had not been crying, she was actually laughing at him. She began to point at his horrified face while she cackled, and then she got up and ran out of the store. He called the police, but when he showed them the footage, it was blurry, it was pixelated, but they could distinctly make out a large black smudge on this woman's distorted face. And obviously the man knew that that was where her large black smile had been, but police did not believe the man, and they told him she was probably wearing a black face mask over her mouth. And yeah, that's how these stories always end, right? The victim is never believed. There's actually a similar urban legend. This one is called the Napol, and these don't have a smiling mouth, they just have a completely blank face. Napol resemble ordinary human beings in almost every way and blend in perfectly with human society. However, when you meet this thing, it could literally pull off its face. So they have no face at all, their heads are blank orbs with no eyes, nose, mouth, or features of any kind. These mysterious spirits are encountered on quiet, empty roads late at night when nobody else is around. And their main goal as well is to scare humans. And they do this remarkably well, obviously. Napol usually appear in the guise of a man or a woman with his or her back turned towards the observer. And then when approached, the spirit turns around and reveals its terrifying true form. And to maximize the effect, they often appear with a face at first, and then they wipe their face off dramatically with their hand at the most opportune time. And they just revel in the terror that they cause to these people. And they'll often work together as a group to scare one individual. So as their victim runs away from the first Napol, he'll run into another person who he thinks is a regular, normal human being, and that person will be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Are you okay? And once the victim starts to explain what he had just seen and what he had just went through, the stranger he's talking to will be like, oh, you mean like this? And they'll pull off their face. And it goes on and on like this. The poor victim will keep running, he'll run into another human and be like, oh my gosh, help me, I just saw this. And the stranger will be like, oh, you mean like this? And will pull off their face again. So it's all these spirits working together to continue scaring this one victim. Sometimes the victim will even get home and finally think he's safe. He'll go to his wife and be like, thank goodness I'm finally home. You won't believe what I went through. And his wife will turn to him and be like, oh, you mean like this? And will take off her face. So yeah, this, I almost think this one's scarier because it's kind of like never ending, like you can't escape them. But anyways, that is the end of today's video. If you guys like me talking about Japanese urban legends, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. Maybe comment one you want me to cover down below, or maybe you're from a different part of the world and you want me to cover an urban legend from where you're from. Definitely comment it. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Don't forget, if you would like one of my art prints, I have linked them down below. Only $7.99. And yeah, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, I am currently doing weekly auctions on the Jessii Vee website, and this is the item for this week. You've seen me talk about it in a video, you've seen me unbox it and test it out on my vlog channel, and what's so amazing is that all proceeds go towards our YANA program. We really need funding to support our schools who have implemented this program, and what better way than to donate and also get this really cool item that I've been talking about in videos. And you'll be able to see a countdown on our website, and the winning bidder will be notified. So good luck, and thank you once again for supporting everything I do and for supporting our YANA program. you.